opportunity like this. But you've got them on their comfort territory and a mirror match in terms of the compositions.
And Liquid again changing up this composition. This time Surf pushing all the way deep. The triple push. The headshots are being found. Nivera can't do much more but try and backpedal to safety, but he's taken care of. And oh, Yampy. Oh, Yampy.
Yeah, try winning this one.
I mean, he's going to certainly give it a good go.
Take the ult.
One. Yeah, you know, you get something out of it.
But what an aggressive play from XERXIA as well. That's the confidence. That's the level.
And this is the kind of stuff they were doing all the time against Optic to try and scout out, get a bit of it.
To have the advantage. Didn't work for them in the second half of Split, though. They did fumble that one. Got to be a bit more cautious here. But really once more going for a mid push.
That's so deep. And look at how they're all grouped together as well.
It's a quiet one, Bren, a sneaky one.
Yeah, they don't want to take any risks as well. They don't want to hand over this weaponry. They're trying to play with that player advantage for them. They hear the tower around the corner, though. That's going to be cleared here. Fox just looping around. Soulcast needs to try and survive. Okay. Dashes away to the help of the rest of his team, but Scream's holding it down. Not enough armor to survive the body shot. Surf immediately returning fire. Where's the help from the rest of his team? Because the entirety of Team Liquid is coming to play here, just trying to clean them all up. These marshals, they can be dangerous. You've got to respect them at the end of the day, but with Soulcast left in a wonderful,
leaving at least a player there to watch for it.
Fighting over it. There was a little ping on the map there from one of the players on Team Liquid, but look at the disrespect from XERXIA. It's a dart's going to be sent across the wall, which does push them away as well, so they have to respect it, but it's so pushed up.
But he's got a teammate looking for him as well. That was Yampy that took a little bit of contact up there by Belt. Forced away. The drone as well allows XERXIA to continue holding their aggressive positions on A.
And all that early aggression that XERXIA was showcasing these last 2 rounds, this is where it's paying off right now, because the amount of respect that Liquid are showing them, they have to. Worried about these pushes coming through, just trying to wait for them to try and play into their hands. But Surf will see if he can hit this shot when Scream maybe just wide swings out of it and spam comes through. That's going to be the dash committed with the drone as well accompanying it. He has to respect it. Disengages now with the rest of his team, but look at Cruz in this position, crouching behind 410.
And the slow ops, the wall, the recon dart, all of these things are breaking up the Team Liquid push and making it difficult for them to actually take the space. There's a slow op from Soulcast as well that does the same kind of thing. And Liquid with 30 seconds left, they've got to commit to A now.
Yeah, at this point it's so obvious what site they're leaning towards.
Great first pick.
They do take out Surf. He's been doing the damage for them. Scream up top. What a transfer. Bullet lands on the head. Does find the mark he was looking for, but now a quick engagement! That is filthy! Cruz is running amok above the high areas there of 410, and now it's the 2v1. Link has managed to wrap his way around. He's lurked around the wall.
The wall!
It's impeding him. He has to find his way around the corner. It's already half. He's jumping around. They know his positioning. A bit of run and gun in play.
Maybe be coming out of Sushi Boys as well. But this team is well-rounded, and none of them lack confidence.
There's those little pockets of individuality that you see. Those explosions of play from a lot of these minor region teams on the global events as well. In the past, some teams have lacked that confidence, but if you're able to pull it out at the right times, it's enough. You can throw off the balance of some of the juggernauts that you might be playing against, although they're trying to change the tone, I think, of that narrative as well. The minor region teams
are here
to play.
APAC's got the player base, APAC's got the results. If XERXIA's able to put another win on the board, you got to start respecting, and that's before we've even seen Paperex. All right, Sushi Boys deals with that one, and Nivera walks into Scary as well. So this round's had a lot of the sting taken out of it, where it could have got a little risky. And this advanced position for Surf has not yet been scouted. I want to draw the attention, too, to how well they play off each other, right? Cruz dies there, but he's holding Belt for Surf and baiting them in as well. I don't think they're going to expect Surf to be this pushed up. It's an area that they haven't cleared. 40 seconds left. All right, Liquid.
Now the pressure's on Surf. They're spamming it. They have to be aware of it. Still, he finds the pick off.
30 seconds left.
Quick little dash across. He's right on top of the head of Scream. You don't know what's going on. Bring around the roses into the smoke.
He used to play Jet for them.
Yeah, I believe so, and he swapped around the rolls.
Yeah, and it just feels like he's comfortable whenever he plays. He's just got the angles, gets the impact. He's got the ultimate now as well.
And all that early aggression again. Liquid conditioned to just kind of wait it out a bit. Here's a bit of pace though. They've injected straight into it. Scream with the knives in hand is going to get the Blade Storm renewed.
But do they expect Cruz? Again, another situation where they're playing somebody long, somebody short. and the players at the back, they're willing to take the fights early. Surf with a pick on the Scream, and once more, Cruz
They're
just
not gonna
here,
expect this.
silent. How do you expect this?
There's no way in hell they expect this. But still, the timing might be there. The wall. Yampi might be making a tremendous play, and he spotted him. There's the pick. The res is coming through. They don't expect it. He's right around the side. What a spray control.
What a
Beautiful
play.
pick. And yeah, instantly the res comes through. Yampi has completely opened this up for his team. Normally, you'd be able to spot that look before it comes through, but a different round ahead of us now. Again, knives in hand here for Surf. And this is a deep push down at mid. This time we'll see. Liquid have been ready to absorb a lot of this aggression that's been coming their way. They were conditioned for it early on.
Here comes the drone. They're always using good utility to set them up. And that's a kill.
No way! Okay, quick little updraft. Has to dash to the side though. And he doesn't want to overstep himself. There's a discipline that they were talking about in a press conference where Surf is just a part of these set plays.
It definitely feels like they've let him off the leash a little bit, though, in some of these rounds. He's had the freedom to be able to make the big plays when he wants, but they always set him up with the utility. XERXIA's fundamentally a very good team. They have a loose play style, but they're always using their util to set each other up. Here comes the recon dart once more to stop the push from Liquid. Fox smart with his darts there, always well timed. It might be nice, actually, to see Liquid add another contact round in. What I mean by that is the way that Yampi didn't make any noise and just snuck his way into position behind Surf. If you have the guts to go for a play like that, especially when Surf doesn't have the operator, they might be able to find some big value out of it. But for the moment, it's some elephantine stomping into B green.
And this is all going to be heard by Sushi Boys, just holding around the corner, which means they are fully aware. Lockdown in hand. Yampi does have the ultimate to try and disrupt this one, but he was busy just holding the top of that yellow control, swinging around the corner. It's a lockdown for a lockdown, and they're right back around the corner!
They didn't get a plant! That's unbelievable! Sushi Boys!
Oh no.
Sushi Boys had us. Now we have a mirror match. And one at the moment that XERXIA is quite firmly in control of.
That's a deep dart again from XERXIA down mid, including the drone. Gonna hear this one, but Team Liquid might be setting up for a bit of a faster engagement. And Scary hit online, the spam coming through up there.
They knew where that was, but he dodges it all.
I think they might have been spamming as well, just for... He's done this prior, where he did it a little bit further back, but this time just about ducked, so he saved his head.
Team Liquid are pushing themselves forwards, as is Cruz actually, over by B. But this looks like Liquid are just going to be full committing to the A side. Yampi has his Hunter's Fury at any point here, and it's actually Soulcast that gets caught out first. Scream's taking a ton of damage too. The spike dropped. Doesn't look great for Liquid.
And again, the injection of chaos into this round right now. No one really knows what's going on. Scream just holding up top of that, giving them again a bit of information, but the time on the clock slowly bleeding down. There's 40 seconds roughly left in this round.
Oh, they think they can go back. They think they can go back. Nevera picked one up on the flank.
Cruz position.
But they have no idea where Cruz is.
Look at this.
And Cruz is going to hear them coming back over to him. There's 30 seconds left, Brent.
They have to clear him out here, but are they even going to suspect this one? Slide off angle. It's beautiful. And now if he stays alive, he gets two! Spike drop down. A disaster right now for Liquid. Scream's got the operator in hand, but he's so weak.
The Op's got to be the worst weapon he could have here to try and punish Cruz too.
The tiptoe right around the corner, but he gets spotted across. Fox has the crossfire to support, and now no time whatsoever to make any sort of plays to win this one round.
I don't think that's what Sliggy had in mind when he called the timeout and the strat for this one. Round 7 firmly in control once again of XERXIA.
It's around it again, a bit of confusion for them, for Liquid. Unable to really read this one, but again, now we're seeing pace. No slow play at the beginning of this one. The drone's going to be used to clear deep into B main to make sure that none of the players from XERXIA can set up in those deep angles.
You want to see a shock dart on the plant position here to try and remove this. There it is. And now Link, he has the Viper's Pit. They're going to want to escort that in safely so that they can get it off.
Question is, what's online right now to try and push them away? Fox is just spamming, I'm pretty sure, through the wall, all the way back from Snowman. He's found that one, but now the Hunter's Fury. Push them away. That's dashed right through. Yampi, what a connection. And now the counterplay from Fox, but it's just a little bit too late. He's just dragging on the heels of all the players from Team Liquid. They get away essentially scot-free.
And the turret's watching the flank, not just the turret, but Yampi. These two players as they push in.
More than ready.
Yeah, absolutely. Guardian easily cleans those players up. The Viper's Pit at the end of the day wasn't even particularly necessary. They throw it in there, it's always good to invest. I think it's a smart ultimate to use.
Yeah.
But it didn't have the impact. What it really did was Yampi being able to grab that pick with the Hunter's Fury and how well they got into the site in the first place.
That pace was... I don't really know how we got here.
You know, you got to give credit to Liquid for being able to keep them honest at least.
Sure.
Keep the economy down, not allow it to snowball out of control. The Marshal will not win that one.
Yeah, not in a battle of the body shots. Gotta aim for the head, unfortunately. Should have aimed for the head.
Forehead.
Ah.
Why don't the pros just always aim for the head?
They should, right? I mean, it's a flawless strategy.
Incredible analysis.
Shocked around the corner, that's a quick miss. Snake by under as well. XERXIA just holding, making sure that no player can swing at the top of those rafters.
Got to be honest, I was worried about that. That was Link's snake bite, actually. The nearly vulnerable Soulcast. Could have been a little wonky. This is going to be a difficult round for XERXIA to put any pressure on.
Just a half bite. They don't really have the weaponry, but does it matter if Fox is going to follow our advice and just click on the heads? Yampi, he pushes through the wall, he finds a crucial timing, but now time is running out for them, and it's up to Yampi to try and secure this one. The Vera is holding that long sight line all the way around 410. He's able to collect the one kill. Does he know he's there? Scary rifle picked up. Not enough time to try and get the defusal, but they definitely made it expensive. Yeah, forged in the fires of APAC, you know. Feels like that region, I mean that collection as well of countries, it just produces incredible mechanical talent.
It certainly has in the past, yeah. And, you know, surf the next crop. 18 years old, this guy. Had a rough performance in map 1, but he's still here, still fighting with the rest of his team, getting incorporated into these set plays. And Liquid, they take B-Green control.
There's so much aggressive space being gained here. Look at how deep Surf is pushed through A. This is going to give them so much information. But Hunter's Fury feels like,
wow.
Okay, Yampi's got another one online.
No way.
I'm pretty sure that's the exact same setup as well. He has a dart that lands onto the middle section there of B.
It was a really nice play. I mean, he gets another one. I'm surprised he got that level of value, but that's a phenomenal opening pick for Liquid to get.
And I haven't revealed too much other than the fact that, I mean, obviously XERXIA,
Right here.
they know what's about to be coming. They know this hit's coming through.
My question, Bren, is whether Sushi Boys invests his lockdown. He does not have nanoswarms on the spike plant. So they're not going for a big deny the plant kind of setup right now.
30 seconds left.
I mean, I guess they could with like snake bites and shock darts, but it feels more likely to me that they're just going to put time pressure with this lockdown.
Yeah.
There's 20 seconds left, nanoswarm out. What happens if Sushi Boys just invest this ult right now?
And the lockdown's down. Players from Liquid, they need to start to try and break this one. They do get the plan, but the spam comes through. Soulcast dealt with. Lockdown. Players are going to be able to survive and just avoid being detained as well as they just hug the exit areas of it. Scared as well of this now, but the post plan's being played from Liquid. Yampi 11 seconds away from that recon dart. I don't think he cares though, still taking the fight. Swinging out, takes off Fox's head, and he takes off another one. 3 kills for him in this round, a 4th! You've got to be kidding me. Denied the ace. Surf will at least do that much, but he realizes, I got to get out of here. I can't do that much.
They're playing in generally much better at this Masters tournament than they played online in EMEA. Something just seems to have clicked right beforehand.
Dart at the back. Now XERXIA has been taking a lot of aggressive A control, and this time Liquid are playing right into it. It's going to be the 1-for-1.
You will not.
This was playing up close, but they do have the res available.
So does Cruz, but there's no way he's going to be able to get to that.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not pushing that deep. And now Surf is left wondering, well, his players, you know, his teammates, a bit of a support line for him, I think, in covering a lot of those angles, the line-of-sight angles where
Take flight.
Yeah.
he otherwise might not have been able to watch.
He's pretty claustrophobic at the moment, just hiding from the drone.
Someone needs to break this.
Cruz tried,
You've got to break this drone, and now Surf is in trouble. It spotted him out, goes for the quick scope, and now you're seeing the slow orbs come through. Liquid are so aggressive, yet Cruz takes matters into his own hands.
Another mad play.
Pushes across, and yet that's a play being made from him, still making it happen, and that is Scary supporting him right from the side. Up top, though, Link tries to make some magic happen. It is the 2v3. They're just watching with the op. The long sightline. Scary is in trouble if he peeks that one, and now it's the 2v2. Link moves forwards, a quick little flick of the wrist. Finds the header. Surf. Sushi Boys left alone. Only the Spectre to work with. Here's the spike being planted. No way does he catch that timing, but
Things back into their control. All of these rounds have just been on a knife's edge.
been so close, haven't they? This is a bit of a throwback, I think, to the beginning of the half. It looks like they wanted to get a bit aggressive. Now the drone's being pushed up, but it's so fast.
Brent, these mid pushes have not been working because Liquid are playing so much faster than they were before.
This Fury has to be used to commit. Take out that lockdown. One little tag finally will do a bit of damage there onto Yampy, but they're already deep. Wall's not being taken down, and Scream, he's popped his own knives. Running over them right now, updraft in hand. Surf, he tries to answer back, but the knife's just a slight whiff, and the weaponry is not ideal. Only a couple of Spectres to take these long-range fights. A 3v5.
Ambitious right clicks from distance with the classic, but
Trying to
only
pick
3
some up.
Spectres here. 3v5 retake. So difficult for XERXIA.
It's a quick little flick there from him. Still Scream, he's working right up close into them. Surf now left alone. No health. 13 hit points just left remaining to him, and with the Spectre, Vera's holding this angle down. Could potentially catch that timing that he's looking for, but it will mark in the players.
I think this is such an important pistol round for XERXIA to be able to come out with. What a flick! That's from Soulcast.
And this is explosive. Wasn't expecting this kind of pace. Usually the rounds are quite slow from both of these teams, but
XERXIA's pistol was fast before on Icebox, and they're going with the same kind of momentum again. They need this. They need to be able to halt Liquid's momentum that they had in that first half. They really got things back in their favor. It was 6-1.
6-1, man. What is that? Just pre-fire in the common plant spot. Catches onto Sushi Boys. That Sheriff is doing work right now.
But with 2 ghosts, if Cruz and Scary are able to take long-range fights, they still have an opportunity to turn this round around.
You have to hit some shots, though, some nasty ones at that. Again, the spam from Scream.
It's so scary when you see it come through.
Shock dart, they're actually walling all the way up. This is the kind of ingenuity that you love to see. So she's just waiting for somebody to cross into their line of sight ankles. They
Link's gonna
expect
see
this.
him.
They drop down, planting inside the little cubby, and now the double swing comes through. Vulnerability.
Playoffs, and I feel like it's slowly slipping through their fingers.
You don't want to squander it. You don't want to be known as the team that collects the upsets against North America.
Exactly. No one's going to remember just Optic randomly getting beaten one time if the team doesn't make it through to the playoff stage. That's what XERXIA need to be doing here. And at the moment, Liquid just from Surf and Sushi Boys, the big players for this team.
Revealing area.
Spearhead for a lot of the strategies, obviously, revolving around Surf. And now, a bit better weaponry in the hands of the XERXIA players. You can see rifles across the board. Liquid obviously would love to convert this bonus round.
You cannot lose this if you're XERXIA. The map would just spiral completely out of control. I mean, we've seen incredible comebacks from them before when they were X10,
I love that.
but getting the first pick just makes things that much more comfortable.
Bit of discipline there as well with the double swing, just making sure that they're not going to be able to at least trade out the player if one of them went down there to the Marshal that's being played. And they have spotted a bit of that utility as well. The Nana Swarms, well, at least one of them's taken out. Plan going to start to come through, but respect being shown. That was a snake bite shock dart combo, I'm pretty sure. Enough to do a bit of damage, and it has taken a chunk out of them. And XERXIA forced to try and pivot away here, but the read, I think, is already there. Look at the players on from Team Liquid. The minimap just scampering, making sure that they can put a stop to it.
Calling my bot.
It is 4v3, but it's going to be so tough to get this
30
spike
seconds
down.
left.
Yampy, of course, has already used his shock darts, but Link's in a great position to spam.
That's so spammable.
This looks deadly.
Wall up. Try and swing across it. This time they're covering for it.
What a great play. Sushi Boy's so aware of that threat, and they get boosted up into the position. Here's the punish as well for Yampy. Spray the wall, will you?
Just pushing all the way around, man. Soulcast. Last player left standing for Liquid, and it looks like this flank for Kitchen. Yeah, caught unaware. More with the rifles. Bit of half armor here for Surf. Surf is very alone right now, just watching this A main area for the push. This deep wall from Liquid is going to be denying so much mid-round information unless it gets broken, but it just looks like the XERXIA players just don't feel comfortable spamming it.
It actually got Soulcast's ult online as well. So they're potentially going to be able to get a res. Resing on defense Icebox, though, can be pretty difficult.
No way.
A lot of your players are going to die in pushed up
Scream's so
positions.
deep here.
He's really
So
pushed.
deep! Tries to find a kill, quick dash away.
Supported
Actually,
by a
leaves
slow orb.
this.
Soulcast threw another one out there so that there was no swing that could be able to punish him. He gets away. Obviously, if Scream dies there, that is an unresable position. And here comes the drone. Yeah, you just got to think from Team Liquid's perspective, there is just so much information happening over towards B right now to deal with the Sage Wall. You've traded Sage Wall for tons of info in the first minute of the round. You know that they are still trying to take B.
Right here.
And meanwhile, Brent, throughout all of this, Navarro's just been locking down A with a combination of his Killjoy utility and the Operator. They're pretty confident this is going to end B.
Well, the deep drone, it does spot the turret. The turret gets taken away.
30 seconds
But
left.
yeah, the players are starting to at least meander over towards that B side on the side of Liquid. Solkas wants to be ready. Look at the positioning he's playing here. He wants to try and disrupt and break this wall instantly, and he's done just that. It's no longer really safe for Cruz to try and plant. He is so low right now.
And he gets spammed down. 10 seconds left here.
They have to get the plant down, Josh.
Surf's
It's
gonna
critical.
go for it.
They have to try and stick this one. They have to defend the plant. And spam around the corner. Scream straight through the smoke. He's got the Phantom in hand, of course. He can do a bit of running and gunning. The players from XERXIA have to try and lock this one down. It's a 2v4.
They've got 2 nanoswarms. They have 2 snake bites, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
He doesn't even have the nanoswarm set up right now. Sushi Boy's just being so heavily pressured.
Look like a team that's clicking, and sometimes you just get a tournament run like this.
Absolutely. Good thing for Liquid as well. I mean, they were thinking a couple of weeks ago, you know, changes potentially on the horizon for them, but this tournament, if they are able to claw this one back and...
Yeah. It's not just a win to prove that they belong with the best teams in the world. It's a win to prove that the Liquid system works.
Absolutely.
That they have
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
an IGL system that functions, that
Like
he has faith in all of the
No,
players.
Scary's here! I can't believe this! He's looked all the way up, and look at the patience being showcased. He needs to take that kill, though. As soon as Scream gets that pick onto Surf, he realizes this is a dangerous scenario to just be really dragging out. And so, the 1-for-1. And Scream is pushing so deep around this corner. It looks like it is being held, though, by Fox, but he only has the Sheriff in hand.
Is anyone going to clear
Try and
this?
punish this one! They actually do!
That's crazy. And Scary has his ult online. Viper's Pit available for this round. They can go in here. They can turn this around. They can turn their fortunes in favor of XERXIA.
And notice this, the change happening here as well. Previously, they've been putting that wall right across where it's spammable. This time, in a much safer position.
Yeah, very different setup. And their Viper's Pit extends just far enough to
This
do
is so
damage
fast.
to the players who are retaking.
Turret takes contact of one of the players playing inside of it. Link has to respect that and back away. Solkas just trying to work around yellow now, and timing is critical for them. The Nanoswarm pushes them off of it. They know they're not going to be on the plant. Solkas has to make a play, pushes around the back. The weaponry, it's not fantastic, but now as a stick against Scary, finding all the kills. That's going to be 5. The player rezzed up Navira. Left to his devices, not much more he can truly do. And will it be 6?
Exactly. They had everything, and we are right back into this round.
We are right back in.
It's the same Sage Wall that Solkas is dropping this time on their eco. And Liquid, they are at risk here of losing their grip on this map. Their grip on this series.
Solkas, he wants to go for it. He's right on top of it. They are so unaware of it, but luckily for XERXIA, the trade is there. Scream up in the air as well. Updraft in hand, but the knives don't really get too much done, and ultimates are still being committed.
That's a massive pick. Fox had his ultimate. That's the perfect player to remove there. And the attacker lockdown coming in now.
Lockdown for a lockdown. They want to try and push the players away, only the difference is the defenders one doesn't really stretch all the way to the back. So finds the correct timing, just whipping around the corner, but the players of XERXIA, they need to be careful here. Back around the corner, the rifles are more than enough as well just to spam that common angle all the way deep into Snowman. And the time ticking down, running low. XERXIA just consistently setting up these post-plant scenarios for them.
And Link here, only
For this deep wall. Last round, obviously, XERXIA just completely disrespected it and pushing into it. The players aren't leaning that way, though, for XERXIA, so the wall will go up. And, in fact, they've got that Viper's Pit as well. That's going to be cutting across the A side. So this is a really nice defensive setup.
It's an early investment, though, as well, from Link here. You know, you'd often want to do that if you hear stuff, but I think, honestly, I think what it's based off is them not breaking the Sage Wall. Because XERXIA don't break the Sage Wall early, you're assuming they're leaning towards A, and you're worried about them contacting in, so pop the Viper's Pit. Another problem for XERXIA is that as soon as they break this Sage Wall, they're giving good information to Liquid about where they are in the map. So it kind of feels like they want to just let it naturally decay, which it has done, but they have no idea what the defensive setup looks like on the back of this. There could be an operator. There could be a Killjoy holding here. Thankfully, neither are present.
Yeah, taking that control now. 40 seconds remaining. Dart at the back. Actually goes, I think, a little bit too deep there. The screen drops down. Both of the smokes runs forwards. Cloudburst giving him a bit of coverage here, and he still wants to take control of this area. Still wants to hold it down. The snake bite. Make sure that neither player can really push too far, and he has the dash to disengage.
A rare example of pretty inefficient utility
20
usage there.
seconds left.
And time management as well, yeah, is a massive problem.
Hunter's Fury popped off by Fox, and he needs to find at least a pick off of it. There's 12 seconds remaining. This plant, it has to be committed. And Team Liquid, they've still got the players. Still, the plant, it will eventually fall. The post plant's coming online. Sushi Boys, he managed to lurk up mid. He's found 2.
And he's running into their spawn as well. He's going for the longest flank imaginable on this lurk.
Yampi, though, trying to clutch it up right now. Eventually, that's going to be taken out, and Link does not know where Sushi Boys is playing this flank all the way through.
If Link had stuck, he could have won this round. And yet Sushi
No way.
Boys has just got the read.
No way! Resets the... They're here now, and they want to make the most of it.
Liquid with a rough buy. Scream very pushed up. In fact, behind the Sage Wall. A cool idea over towards B, but one that is going to get no impact whatsoever by the look of it.
I mean, it's going to be, if this hit goes through onto A, running around the corner with the judge in hand. Run those long sight lines.
In theory, Liquid could stack a lot of players towards A right now because Scream's getting all of the info. Scream's actually on the flank here.
Yeah, he's pushing.
Can the rest of Liquid hold them off long enough for Scream to have any value with this? They're turning around. I don't think the turret took any contact here at all. Fox is just jiggling, seeing if anyone lurked it back through. But Scream's not holding close. He's decided to give that up. Not a fan of holding the judge there on what would be a very long sideline. Look at that recon dart. All the way, checks out some of the areas towards B green as the Sage Wall drops. Liquid have got their timings down well here, but XERXIA is still reading it nicely. They've pivoted away from the stack, and they're going to reset here, try and freeze the tempo, and return to cruise.
The deep smoke, it does get pinged
30
out there,
seconds left.
but the alarm bot in kitchen is going to give them all the information that this is still going to be an A hit. Not enough has been done to try and fake this push that's now coming through, and they just about deal with Scream, but not before he does the damage. Still, Surf active and available. Sushi Boy's a quick swing as well for 10 to try and support his team, and in the midst of all of it, that was a turret kill.
Of course it was.
One enemy remaining.
Spike down, just Yampi left alive. He has been doing some work for them so far on this map, but with the gun diff, it's a tall order for him.
It certainly is. And this
Ability to alter the tempo and throw your opponents off balance. Drone. Scream does not want to get spotted here.
has to give up his power position on top of yellow. And now this B site is looking fairly open. They've got a nanoswarm to try and deny the plant, but even if this is just fake presence from XERXIA, Liquid aren't really going to know. And Scream will take some serious risks trying to just push himself into that area and gather information with his face.
Yeah.
So XERXIA really have played the map rotations nicely here. They've found themselves an opening.
Contacting in. I mean, they know where the turret is. They know that Navira's holding that line of sight angle right round the corner. I can't believe they're still attempting this one. Sushi Boys. Crosshair placement. A little bit too low there, but I think it's going to be rewarded with the kill.
It is a great pick. Yampi just trying to make sure the drone can see that sightline for as long as possible. He does manage to get the tag. Here's the contact push. Nivera takes down Cruz. There's another one. Scary weak. They can calm the damage that's been done.
Oh, he gets caught jumping as well. Unable to reset the aim and really take that fight still. Dart into the back. And Fox is able to collect that kill onto Yampi, but he is the last player left alive. It's a 1v2 for him. Gets the one now to res online. Liquid going to be taking this one with a huge numbers advantage, and it's up to some absolute heroics from Fox to try and win this one. And they are swarming him every single possible angle, but he needs to respect them. 3 bullets left alive. Goes for the quick.
Sure.
Trying to be nosy.
Yeah. Maybe talking to Scream. If you look at where Scream is positioned right now, he's got the knives, and he's all the way back in spawn. I think they're just trying to figure out the rotates, honestly.
It's super deep. I mean, might be trying to set up some sort of play as well.
Just a double updraft.
Yeah, the double updraft when something triggers it, and it is actually the hit coming through. He's found the mark.
AC 130.
Yeah, Cruz just taken straight out. Plant's still going to go down without too much to dissuade it. In fact, they even got that Viper's Pit as well, just to supplement it.
Vera has a lockdown that they could try and put in.
They organize him! Right round the corner, 3 kills. That is a rapid takeover. And it's all up to Scream now with the lockdown in the mid. Fox has to remove that one, has to commit the ult. Link, he's found it, pushed back from the final burst of his ultimate. He catches it still. The post plant is being played, and it is that 2v2. One more snakebite in hand for Scary. They're holding it, different elevation for them. Link just having to spam every single angle. No more knives available! It's a whiff from Screams! I love to see it, honestly. I love to see it.
With youth comes talent, fearlessness.
And he's up against one of the oldest Jet players in the entire tournament in the form of Scream.
He really is. It's veteran experience against just rookie talent. And hey, both have found their moments. But that was a hell of a round from Surf.
Quick little spam here. And all the pressure now for Liquid. That is a deep wall. Cruz just getting so spammed. He's tagged up as well. He needs support from the rest of his team. No one's dealing with Scream though. Quick little jiggles. A tap, a little peek. It's enough for him to secure 2. Dashes away just to be sure as well that he's safe, but eventually detains, and Fox is able to swing and actually collect it. Link, enough of a reset there with the Sheriff to be able to find that one. Spray is not good from Fox, and the run and gun in play. Liquid, plenty of players healthy, and with Scary just left alive in the 1v4. That's the spike, 40 seconds remaining, but a very difficult ask.
This is for the map. If Scary's able to pull this one off, it would be absurd. He can't go back over to A either.
Left.
That exit is being blocked off by Link. And it does look like that's what's going to happen. 20 seconds on the clock and Link's being delivered. Oh,
well,
okay, well, he's just going to save the gun.
In save, yeah.
Brent, the economy, the gun situation, final round of regulation.
Liquid would love to bring it into overtime. Money situation obviously suiting them here. The deep dart, straight down at Yampy. He wants to try and punish it. That's a shock dart. Counter spam in play. Both players incredibly low. Scary has to fall back just for the heal.
Something that both players have an opportunity to get from their respective stages. And XERXIA take a deep breath as they prepare. This Sage Wall has been getting a lot of good information. I quite like it from Soulcast. It feels like you should be able to break it just early on in the round, but it's really putting a difficult XERXIA in a difficult situation. Look how deep, though, that Fox has got right now.
Standing ahead.
Nice. Managed to contact far in. This drone?
I feel like this recon dart and stomping in is definitely going to pull attention. There's 3 Liquid players around here.
He's cleared a bit of it as well.
They might be starting to smell a rat, though.
Yeah, I think they're kind of clocking on to these big plays that keep happening now. All the players grouped up, and Scream will see what he can do. Dash in hand! Whoa! The counter spam! Soulcast taken care of, and this could be it. 2 massive picks for them. XERXIA would love to try and reclaim that weaponry, but I think the bodies are a little bit too deep for them. In fact, Surf managed to get the knives online, so they swapped the gun over, I think, into Crew's hands. Sushi Boys tries to play close. He's removed. Taken out of the fight. Eliminated. Pressure is mounting. They have to perform right here, right now. A golden opportunity to bring it to that map 3 for XERXIA. The swing comes through, the snake bite is impeccable. It sets them up wonderfully, and with that,